This vice presidential contest is an ideological battle. That's why we are contesting unitedly.
Just to let you all know, the Aam Aadmi Party is also on board.
India Bloc leaders backfired at NDA when they chose a former Supreme Court judge, Mr. Sudershan Reddy, as their vice president candidate. Interestingly, India Bloc leaders claim that if NDA feels that they can corner some of the India alliance parties by fielding CP Radhakrishnan as their vice president candidate, same card is being played now by India Bloc leaders also, because they have fielded another person from South India, from Andhra Pradesh, and it would be very interesting to see as to who Chandrababu's parties, TDP, and also K. Chandrasekhar Rao's party, that is BRS, are going to support. Interestingly, today morning when there was a meeting of NDA Parliamentary Board in which CP Radhakrishnan was introduced to all the NDA allies, in that meeting he was facilitated by TDP MP. So it became quite clear as to which way the TDP is going to go as far as these vice president elections are concerned. But as far as BRS is concerned, Congress claims that they would not be wanting to reach out to them because they have to make their mind on their own. But it would be very interesting because this time both the candidates are from South India. If NDA has fielded a person from Tamil Nadu, India Bloc leaders have fielded a person from Andhra Pradesh. So it's going to be a quite interesting fight as far as the choice of vice president is concerned. Now let's listen in to TDP MP Lavu Krishna. He tried to corner Congress as they are trying to play the southern card. He said at least now it is clear that Congress now remembers that there are certain parties in South India also, and that's the reason why they have fielded a candidate from South India. Let's listen in as to what Lavu Krishna had to say.
We are in NDA Gadbandhan. It's very clear. We are with the NDA candidate Radhakrishnan ji, and we'll make sure that he will win with good majority. There's no second thought about that.
But India Bloc candidate Mr. Reddy comes from Andhra Pradesh.
At least now I'm happy Congress recognizes there are states that are there south of India. They recognize the leaders south of India, at least now. After NDA announces a candidate from Tamil Nadu, at least now Congress can identify. So I'm happy that Narendra Modi ji has taken this decision, and I'm happy that because of the decision, opposition has at least recognizes there are leaders down south in India.
Both the leaders are from South India, sir.
It's good that there are two people coming from south of India, but there's a clear winner based on the numbers that we have in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. That NDA candidate Radhakrishnan ji will be coming out with flying colors.
Indian Express has learned that Mr. Sudershan Reddy would be here in Parliament, that is on 20th of August. He would be introduced to all India Bloc leaders by some of them in the Central Hall tomorrow, that is on Wednesday, and he would be filling up his form on August 21st. That is what we are learning as of now. Earlier, before his name was finalized, all leaders from India Bloc came together at Mr. Kharge's residence, and there they named Mr. Sudershan Reddy as the joint candidate. Leader of opposition from Rajya Sabha, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, said this is an ideological fight and all like-minded parties need to come together if they need to defeat NDA as far as the post of vice president is concerned. So let's listen in as to what Mr. Kharge said on this issue.
Sri B. Sudershan Reddy Garu is one of the India's most distinguished and progressive jurists. He has had a long and eminent legal career, including as Judge of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, and Judge of the Supreme Court. He has been a consistent and courageous champion of social, economic, and political justice. He is a poor man, and many judgments, if you read, you will know that how he favored the poor people and also protected the constitution and fundamental rights. This vice presidential contest is an ideological battle. It is not just a battle, it is an ideological battle, and all the opposition party agreed on this. That's why we are contesting unitedly. The opposition parties have nominated Sri B. Sudershan Reddy Garu as their joint candidate, since he reflects fully and values that saved our country's freedom movement so profoundly, and the values on which our country's constitution and democracy have been anchored. All these values are under assault, and therefore our collective and determined resolve to fight this election. So this is the name, and we had meeting just now, and everybody consented and agreed this name. So we are fielding him as a vice president candidate.
Interestingly, even Aam Aadmi Party is supporting this name, though they are not part of India Bloc leaders, but they are supporting this name of Mr. Sudershan Reddy for the post of vice president. Let's listen in as to what Derek O'Brien, leader from TMC, had to say on this issue.
Mr. Kharge has said everything there is. All opposition parties is the phrase he used quite correctly. Just to let you all know, the Aam Aadmi Party is also on board.
79-year-old Reddy was Goa's first Lokayukta, and he was also a Supreme Court judge, and he was also in the bench which annulled Salva Judum. So he is a known jurist who is very firm on his opinion. When we were speaking to some of the leaders of India Bloc, they said that he is very vocal as far as criticism of Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. He is very vocal on that, and he is very open-minded, and he himself said that he would be reaching out to like-minded parties to come and support him. So it would be very interesting to see. We also learned that his name was pushed by Trinamool Congress and was supported by Samajwadi Party also, among others. Incidentally, Justice Reddy was also the chairman of expert group for Telangana caste census set up by Congress-led government in the state before he was elevated as a Supreme Court judge. So his past experience also makes him quite reputable, and he has got a lot of experience as far as laws are also concerned. So that is why India Bloc leaders said that they chose him as their vice president candidate. So as we mentioned, tomorrow he would be here in Parliament and he would be filling his nomination form on August 21st. The election for vice president is on September 9th. Though it's a foregone conclusion, considering that NDA has adequate numbers, that Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan would be very ahead of this in this fight. But this battle is very interesting because both the alliances, whether it's India Bloc or the NDA, has chosen a person from South India, giving importance to the southern part of India. Now all the parties are also saying that at least all the parties are realizing that apart from BJP and Congress, there are other parties who are functioning in South. So the contest is going to be very interesting, which would be, the results would be later in the day, but the polling is going to take place on 9th of September. In New Delhi, this is Neeta Sharma reporting for Indian Express.